Welcome to Exam Sale. This script explains the syllabus for the VMware Cloud Provider Specialist exam in a clear and practical way. The exam is divided across 7 domains with exact weights you need to know. Installing, configuring, and setup is 25%, architecture and technologies 15%, planning and designing 15%, troubleshooting and repairing 15%, products and solutions 10%, performance tuning, optimization, and upgrades 10%, and administrative and operational tasks 10%. Each domain has a stated difficulty, estimated learning time, and assessment type, and I will walk you through what you must learn in each area. Installing, configuring, and setup is 25% of the exam, rated hard, with an estimated learning time of 20 hours and assessed with hands-on and conceptual tasks. You will learn to deploy software-defined data centers and provision SDDC hosts and clusters, configure management and compute gateways, and set storage policies for VSAN. The domain also covers VMware HCX configuration, including deploying HCX Manager, establishing site pairing and service meshes, configuring interconnect and network extension, and validating firewall requirements and WAN optimization. Network connectivity topics include ISEC VPNs, Layer 2 VPNs, AWS Direct Connect with Private VIF, NSX Edge Firewall and NAT rules, distributed firewall policies, and configuring public IP addresses and service access. Architecture and technologies is 15%, rated medium, with about 12 hours of study and a conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will study the cloud SDDC architecture including vSphere, VSAN, and NSXT, and understand how the Cloud Services Console and vCenter Server operate in cloud environments. The domain requires understanding single-tenant versus multi-tenant designs, host types and instance specifications, and the mechanics of HA and DRS in cloud-hosted clusters. It also covers the shared responsibility model so you can identify provider-managed versus customer-managed tasks, patching cycles, data protection, and network configuration boundaries. Planning and designing is 15%, rated medium, with an estimated 12 hours of learning and assessed through scenario-based questions. You will learn workload sizing and capacity planning using the VMC Sizer, design for compute, memory, and storage growth, and evaluate VSAN overhead and management cluster consumption. Migration strategy topics cover selecting methods like vMotion, bulk or RAV, planning application dependency mappings, scheduling downtime and cutover windows, evaluating HCXOS assisted migration requirements, and defining post-migration testing and rollback procedures. The focus is practical design work so you can produce reliable, scalable hybrid cloud plans. Troubleshooting and repairing is 15%, rated hard, with about 15 hours of study and scenario-based assessment to validate hands-on problem solving. Connectivity and security troubleshooting teaches you to resolve VPN tunnel establishment, diagnose DNS resolution issues in hybrid environments, analyze firewall rule misconfigurations, and use TrafficFlow and packet capture tools in NSX to pinpoint problems. Migration and storage troubleshooting covers HCX service mesh deployment errors, vMotion and bulk migration failures, VSAN storage policy compliance investigations, HCX network extension performance issues, appliance upgrade failures, and reading vCenter logs for migration errors. Expect to practice step-by-step diagnostics and remediation scenarios. Products and solutions is 10%, rated easy, with about 8 hours of study and a mix of conceptual and scenario-based assessment. You will learn the VMware Cloud portfolio including VMware Cloud on AWS and overviews of VMware Cloud on Azure and Google Cloud, and how to integrate VMware Cloud with native cloud services. The syllabus also covers VMware Cloud disaster recovery and site recovery features, and how cloud regions and availability zones differ so you can choose the right solution for recovery and resilience. Performance tuning, optimization, and upgrades is 10%, rated medium, with an estimated 10 hours and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will learn resource optimization practices such as configuring elastic DRS and tuning vSphere DRS rules, managing VSAN performance and throughput, and scaling resources effectively. This domain also teaches how to analyze performance metrics with ARIA operations, Tune HCX1 optimization settings, and monitor SDDC health and event alerts to maintain optimal operations during upgrades and maintenance. Administrative and operational tasks is 10%, rated medium, with around 8 hours of study and both hands-on and conceptual assessment elements. You will master operational governance, including configuring cloud services portal roles, managing identity federation with Active Directory or LDAP, auditing user activity and API calls, and scheduling SDDC maintenance windows and notifications. The domain also covers implementing RBAC for vCenter and NSX, generating operational reports and billing views, and day-to-day management practices to keep a provider SDDC secure and compliant. Prepare with a mix of hands-on labs and scenario practice, paying attention to the estimated learning hours and the hands-on portions of the assessment. Focus on the 25% installation and configuration domain while also building solid conceptual knowledge in architecture, planning, troubleshooting, products, optimization, and operations to pass the VMware Cloud Provider Specialist exam.